Hi, my name is Jonathan Murrow, and I'm a professor of medicine at the Medical College of Georgia. Currently, I teach and help facilitate research projects at the Augusta University of Georgia Medical Partnership in Athens. I'm an Emory alumni and former faculty member in the Department of Medicine at Emory, but my current affiliation is helping to support the CTSA Teams Mentoring Program. I've been asked to talk to you today about virtual mentoring, or mentoring when it is not possible for the mentor and mentee to sit down for face-to-face interaction. Nothing beats great face-to-face conversation, especially with a trusted mentor. An easy exchange of dialogue in the context of important career advice or constructive feedback serves as the cornerstone for passing wisdom and guidance from one generation to the next. That being said, such in-person encounters are not always possible. Competing clinical, academic, or personal obligations make scheduling face-to-face sometimes difficult, if not impossible. Career progression may lead mentors and mentees to other institutions in faraway places. Most recently, public health concerns demand that we distance ourselves physically from each other. In the context of these challenges, though, mentoring must endure. Physical separation means that we must renew our resolve to nurture effective relationships for both the mentor and the mentee. Fortunately, technology provides multiple avenues where we can maintain contact, share ideas, and work together. When considering how to be a good mentor remotely and to optimize this mentor-mentee virtual relationship, three ideas come to mind. First, seek to be as deliberate as possible about your goals as you encounter or have contact with your mentee. The form of contact may take the shape of a video conference or a phone call or even an email, but in any of those circumstances, you should really decide ahead of time what you seek to accomplish before the encounter takes place. For the mentor, this means thinking about high priority issues that the mentee may not be able to think about it as they're caught up in the whirlwind of the everyday. What is the mentee going to be doing at the next step of their professional development? Where are they in their promotion process? Are they satisfied with their work? Before the encounter, you should challenge the mentee to come up with the 3 to 4 things that are highest priority for them. This may mean trying to troubleshoot part of a research protocol, writing specific aims for the next grant to be submitted, or planning where they want to send the next manuscript. By challenging both the mentor and the mentee to be prepared, greater gains will be achieved from the limited time you may be encountering each other. The second point in optimizing this virtual relationship is recognizing that the medium that you use to communicate can vary based on the needs and priorities you've identified. Technology has gifted us with many different formats. A text message may be good for a quick yes or no question, while a video conference allows for a more lengthy and nuanced discussion aided by visuals and slides. Recognize what can be shared in an asynchronous format such as an email and what doesn't do well in that type of exchange. But don't neglect the old-fashioned quick phone call. Much can be achieved in a few minutes just through talking, as old-fashioned as it sounds. A third and final consideration for what makes for a successful mentor-mentee virtual relationship is setting reasonable expectations for what can be accomplished in each encounter. More frequent, shorter exchanges may well have greater benefit than trying to coordinate an hour-long video chat. The key point is not to get discouraged if your goals are not being met in a single encounter, and don't just blame the technology. Recognize that it takes time in order to move forward. Sometimes shorter sessions are more valuable, in part because the preparation is greater. Bringing to mind the quote from Abraham Lincoln when he said, "I'm writing you a long letter because I don't have time to write you a short one." Being brief is difficult but valuable, and ultimately may lead to greater progress in the mentor-mentee relationship. Communication tools have afforded us the ability to overcome the constraints of geography and interact with colleagues, mentors, and mentees around the world. Virtual mentoring has to take into account the fact that at the end of the day, the work required to develop a satisfying mentor-mentee relationship is substantial, and certainly no less than face-to-face mentoring. Accordingly, when we think about what successful virtual mentoring looks like, ultimately the measure has to be the effectiveness of the relationship and how satisfied the mentor and the mentee are with this. So with that note, I wish you the best on your mentoring and especially on your virtual mentoring.